and we're going to be doing the Divine Feminine Confessions. Earlier, I did a Divine Masculine Secrets. What are they hiding? So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, don't miss it. It's over there on my channel. Just click over there on live and you'll see it. It's the last one, okay, before this one. All right, so keep in mind you could be a feminine and still be a man in that energy. That's okay. It's fluid. It's an energy, but 9 times out of 10, feminine energy is a female, but it doesn't have to be. And I just want to make that clear for everybody. All right, Spirit, please guide and direct me now for a divine feminine message, a divine message of truth, love, heartache, and healing. What is going to happen here in this confession for the feminine? What is the divine feminine really feeling? Hi, Stephen. Sorry I didn't come back in like 10 minutes, but I had a coughing attack. And then I just had some tea and gave my voice a rest before I came back. So I meant to come back in 10 minutes, but that didn't happen. After this video, I am going to be doing $15 questions. So if you want one for yourself, whatever's going on, you can go ahead through Cash App or my website and donate there. And then just come in the chat and tell me what your question is. Okay. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me right now. I need to know what is really going on in the Divine Feminine's mind and in the Divine Feminine's heart. And where do you see the Divine Feminine heading? Okay. Bottom of the deck for the Divine Feminine right now is the Hangman. And this is a place where you feel stuck and it's out of your control. You're going through something in which it's a path that you must travel. You don't really want to, but you're doing it. And you're going there to awaken from your slumber, from your rose-colored glasses, from your BS, from your issues, from your problems, from your walls that block you from manifesting all the money and love and happiness that you want. So here you are on this journey, Hangman, kind of against your will. All right, let's see what's been on your mind lately. Death, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. All right. God, you just want to love and be loved, right? That's what's on your mind. You're like, I just want to love and be loved. But the death of a love is what must happen for you to find love. That's what you feel needs to happen. You feel like, I must let my love die so it can be reborn in a new form, in a new person, or in a new me. But I must let this love die. So you are feeling very sacrificial, honestly. I do think you want to sacrifice the love that you have for someone. You could be heavily dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This is all water. Scorpio's the heavy hitter here. But your emotions are at an all-time high, and you're just at a place where that's too much. I'm finished. I'm done. This is it. And you're very excited to see what comes forward. You're very optimistic. Let's see what's going on in your feelings. Nine of Cups. I love it. Self-love, self-care, wish fulfillment, honoring yourself. The Chariot. Cancerian's pretty prominent today. And the Three of Swords. Dang, that one came in. For your heart, your emotions. Jeez. You don't want to go off on your own by yourself. But that's where this journey's leading you, by yourself. And you're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to sacrifice my love. I do think you're dealing with a Scorpio. But it must die. And this breaks your heart. I feel like you've loved this person with your heart and soul. And you gave this person all the good parts of you. I think you gave this person your youth. You gave this person lots of compliments. You fed their ego. You gave this person strength when they were weak. You healed this person back to recovery from something that this person was struggling with. You were this person's best friend. You were this person that you put your needs second. And they came first. And that breaks your heart because they never really acknowledged or recognized that. They didn't appreciate what you did for them. I don't even think they understood or saw all, again, the sacrifices come in. I need to write this down. That's a note. Sacrifices. I do feel the feminine that I'm reading for here has sacrificed so much of herself. So sacrifice. Okay, so much of yourself. And where's the appreciation? Where's the self-respect, you know? And you felt like you didn't honor yourself. You put yourself down below their level. You put yourself under their feet. You put them on a pedestal. You put them on a throne. And you kind of glorified them in some sense. I'm not saying you worshiped them, but there's this sense that you did everything for them. And you were their chariot. In fact, they wouldn't be where they are without you. They wouldn't be. You've given them something divine and something healing. And you almost feel like they took it from you. But you know in your heart, they didn't steal it. You know in your heart, you gave it freely. And you shattered your heart for them. And the only thing you can do now is keep going forward. Loving yourself, healing yourself, getting back on the chariot. You are coming in very watery, okay? And you're just so emotional. You might cry a lot. You might jump to conclusions a lot. You might just kind of ebb and flow like the waters in the ocean. Sometimes they're tumultuous, sometimes they're smooth. I guess it just depends on what's going on. But you're very intuitive and you're very, very psychic. And you just can't stand BS. Sneakiness, hidden things. You're like, you can't hide anything from me. So why are you trying? I'm so sorry for the sickness again. For those of you that are new coming in, I don't always sound like this. I'm getting over some allergies, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't sneeze, guys. I got bless me twice from 2 different people. Markers and Miss Me bless me. I coughed. So if you hear that sound, I'm coughing, not sneezing. But thank you anyways. I guess my cough sounds like a sneeze. That's terrible. So you are the sacrificial lamb here, and you're just like, what else can I do for you to make you see me, to make you love me? And you're sacrificing yourself. You know why? Because, oh, even for coughs, you bless people. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen Vampire Diaries. That's where I got this image. It's a really good series. It's a vampire series. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. So, this man, his name is Damien. He's the dark brother, Scorpio. Scorpio all the way. And he actually gets a bad rap. A lot of people think he's the bad guy, but he's not. His brother, who seemed like the good version of the brothers, he seemed like the righteous brother, the good brother, the nice, put together, well-behaved brother, actually was not. And that brother bit him and caused him to be a vampire because the brother didn't want to be alone. So he kind of changed his life indefinitely. And he thinks it was very selfish because his brother didn't want him to end up with a woman they both loved. They both fell in love with the same woman. And anyways, so he grew up kind of bitter, becoming his little vampire self, and he held a grudge. And he was mad and he was upset, and he took it out on killing a lot of people and sucking their blood. And he seemed like a bloodthirsty, violent, crazy, heartless human being. Well, vampire. But he just turned off his emotions, you know. He didn't feel real again. He didn't feel real. And his brother tried to be good, tried to turn off his thirst, and tried to live among people. So his brother kind of had a death transformation. He was once really bad, and then he became good. Well, in this version here, they meet a girl, Katarina, I believe, or something like that, in a new age, a new era, like hundreds of years later. But she is the exact lookalike of the girl they both fell in love with before they became vampires. So he walks up into the scene, and his brother is already pursuing the girl. So he's like, oh, hands off, I can't. So he's thinking, I can't have who I wanted in the beginning, and now I can't have who I want again. It's all for you. It's all what you want. And the brother's like, stay away from her. You're evil. You're dark. You're bad. You're just a terrible killer. Like, she doesn't deserve that. She deserves love. She's a good girl. And he's like, what makes you think I'm such an evil, terrible killer? Like, you made me this way. He's like, you don't know me. You don't know me at all. Well, the girl finds out that he's the brother, and she thinks he's bad news because the guy's talking bad about his brother. Like, don't trust him, don't go around him, don't listen to him, he's bad news. So she's like, oh, you're bad. And so she's dating this brother, his brother, in front of him. And he's in love with her. And he's sweet and he's kind, really. And he does things for her that she doesn't notice, that his brother never did for her. Like, he goes back and gets a necklace that was her mother's or something. He makes a beautiful necklace for her, so she could have it to remind her of her mom that died in a car accident. And he has this beautiful moment with her. And he has the ability to make you forget what you see with him. So he meets her and in the bedroom somewhere, and he's like, I have a gift for you. And she's like, Damien, why are you around me? Why are you coming around me? You're, leave me alone. He's like, I want to give you something. And then she starts crying because it's the most meaningful gift anyone had given her. And she was like, Damien, that is so kind of you. I can't believe you gave me this. Like, he found it, or he went to great lengths to get it for her. And she instantly started to fall for him. And she had started to kind of fall for him previously, but didn't want to acknowledge it because they would hang out and talk and stuff. And she knew there was something beautiful inside him. She knew. She just didn't want to admit it. And in that moment, she felt she loved him, and she kissed him. And he made her forget. So then she goes on continuing to hate him, not realizing how much she loves him, but he keeps making her forget. so she'll stay with his brother. So he's like erasing their love, sacrificing their love so she could be with his brother because he's convinced that he's going to make her more happy. And he doesn't want to hurt his brother. But then the girl realizes what he's done, that he's made her forget. So she does something to remember. And then she tells the boyfriend, I want to be with Damien. I love him. And that's who I want to be with. So she made her decision. It's a lot of drama, but we don't have time for that. But she made her decision to choose him. So they fall madly in love, like crazy madly in love. I mean, they wanted to have babies and get married and live happily ever after. They were just in love. And they were just so happy. But something happened one way or another where it came to the point where she had to have her memory erased for some reason. I don't remember. But it was for her own good, so she could survive, so she could live or something. So for her own life, he sacrificed his love again. And he made her forget him. And then he says, I'm going to go and turn my life to evil. And I'm going to go be the beast that I am. So he like goes and gets lost and becomes the worst version of himself. Evil, really evil. And the girl goes back with his brother and she's like, okay, something's missing. But she kept living her life and she didn't realize he was missing. Some way or another, many episodes later, she discovers she did love him. She went to great lengths to get her memory back. She got her memory back, but when she did, she found him and he was gone. He shut off his emotional feelings. He was a monster and a robot, and he had no feelings for her anymore at all. So now she was feeling rejected by him, and he was like, go away. Let me just basically erode and die how I must. Go live your life. He was willing to sacrifice his happiness so she could go off and live her life. But I'll tell you, the story behind this picture is the veil. And behind this black veil, he watches the love of his life live her life without him. And it was truly a story of sacrifice because of great love. And I think you'll be happy to know, and spoiler alert, they did end up together. She loved him so much that she brought him back when no one thought it was possible to be himself again. Her love for him brought him back. And it was an impossible job, but she did it. True love has that effect on people to bring you back from a place no one thinks you can come back from. So there's something of truth into this story that relates to you, because you as a feminine here have done some kind of form of sacrifice, like Damien. Male or female makes no difference, you know. You sacrificed parts of your life that were monumental so your person could go off and be happy. Or it's the simple fact that the story rings true that you were watching the man or woman you love behind the black veil. They were off having a life and you couldn't be a part of it. And it feels like their memory got erased. It's like, do they not remember how much they loved you? Do they not remember how close you were? Do they just forget about you? How could they just go on living as if it was nothing? So there is a level of sadness and grief associated with your reading right now. And you just feel like you have sacrificed perhaps months or years of your life on someone who's gone on living their life. And you're just sitting here stuck, brokenhearted. But now you finally want to move on with the Chariot. And I think this is why for whatever sacrificial death reason. You love this person more than anything, but you feel you must sacrifice it because you can't be with this person. There's like something that's not allowing that to happen. Okay, so let's go into where you're headed. The Hermit, Six of Wands, the World. Aww. Well, feminine. Okay, Sarah, Sarah, right? You're headed off into the abyss alone. And that's okay. That's where you're at. You feel that you need to leave this person alone, even though you love them. You feel like you have to sacrifice your heart, your feelings, your relationship. Perhaps it's reversed. Perhaps they sacrificed you. I don't know. Could be. But nonetheless, a great love has been sacrificed. Okay? I gotta write that down. A great love has been sacrificed. All right. And where you're headed off is just some soul searching, some being on your own, getting to know yourself again. Leaving with your self-respect, Six of Wands. You're not going to leave embarrassed. You're not going to leave lowly in any way. You're leaving with a great deal of respect and high honor. This is a win for you. It's a victory. And you are closing out a cycle that has overstayed its welcome. You would more than anything love to be with this person, but that for you right now, it's not possible. Hermit is the number 9 in the major arcana, and then we have the 9 of cups. So 9 is a very prominent number for you, and the 9 represents the end. It is the end of an era. That is the world energy. Because right after the number 9 comes 10, new beginnings, fresh new starts. The number 1 amplified by the 0, and it goes into double digits. So 9 is the last of the singular numbers. So you just feel like this is it. I'm out of here. And I do want to say this is the last time you're going to go through something like this. You're not going to go through a love situation like this again. This is the last. Whatever lesson you learned from this, whatever you got from this, it's done. At least you don't have to be afraid that you're going to go through this kind of a situation again with somebody else, because I don't see that projected here. I would love to tell you that you're going to end up in a happy other relationship, but this isn't a fairy tale tarot channel. This is reality. And I'm just going to serve you the tea, whether it's hot or cold. It is what it is. And it looks like you are leaving a very loving relationship, and you're sacrificing it because you feel you have to. And you're going to get your way out of here, but you're going to be alone with it. And this is a road that you cannot avoid with the Hanged Man. This is that sacrificial path you must go on. And you realize, I have to sacrifice my relationship for my enlightenment or my spiritual soul growth. This breaks your heart more than anything. We've got 5 of Cups, ultimate sorrow, more Scorpio vibes. And you're just like, I can't believe this has to happen to me. This is the worst pain of your life. We have Queen of Cups over here. Now we're leaving it at a King at the bottom of the deck. This is the separation of a divine pair. You know, twin flames, divine soulmates. It is a separation of lovers that I wish never had to be separated, but they are. And you're looking around for answers like, is there anything else I can do to salvage this beautiful connection? And Spirit says no. It requires your sacrifice of the relationship. You have to let this one go. I know you don't want to, and you don't understand why, but there's a reason with the Hanged Man why this has to happen. Thank you, Valerie. Oh, yes, you can definitely donate through Cash App or my website to have your questions, for sure. Marcus will post the link, and it's also below in the description. So, here we are, brokenhearted, lost all hope that this relationship could ever be revived. And this is the only person you want out of anyone in the whole wide world, the Nine of Cups. It's them. They are it for you. They are your knight in shining armor. They are your Romeo or your Juliet. They are everything to you. They are your Mr. Darcy. They're everything. And you have tried, and you have proposed marriage. You have proposed forever. You have proposed love unequal to any love in the whole world that they'll ever feel. This is the greatest love. It's the greatest. And you've just tried to follow your heart as much as you could to see and hope that it would lead you somewhere good. You've only been the Queen of Cups in all of this, and you've trusted your instincts, and you knew that your instincts wouldn't make you go wrong. You have let your heart lead you and exploring so many emotions you didn't even know you have in this relationship. You are a healer by all means, and you have nurtured this person back to health. Like I said, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical, you've nurtured him back to health. And you're supposed to trust your intuition on this one, right? Be patient with yourself because you have done the right thing. You are a patient and kind person. And I think you're also very smart to where you have weighed the pros and cons in this relationship, and you know when it's smart to cut your ties, or should I say to cut your losses. The basic truth with the Nine of Cups is everything you've wished for is being scattered to the winds. You imagined a family, a marriage, a home, and a life with this person, and it's being taken from you. That's how you feel. Like I said, you feel robbed, but then again, you know it's your choice. It's not a robbery. But it just feels that way. It gives that energy that this is forced. This isn't what you wanted. Again, it's the sacrifice. You're wishing you could just turn back the hands of time with the Five of Cups, because there's so many things you regret, things you wish you would have done differently, that if you knew then what you know now, perhaps it would be a different outcome. You may feel like this is the wrong choice because you're going to be so hurt. You know, the advice from this card is don't look at the 3 cups that fell. Look at the 2 cups you still have behind you. There's 2 cups still standing, which offer a new opportunity, a new relationship, you know, but you have to allow yourself to grieve this one. And go ahead and grieve. You're suffering and in pain, but don't wallow there for too long. Don't stay in this 5 of Cups heartbreak for too long. As you go down this journey of soul searching and self-reflection, trying to find what in the world are you going to do with yourself now, remember the world is cyclical, and just because this is the end of a cycle doesn't mean there's not going to be a new one beginning. Death and the world don't mean this is it. Close your eyes, shut down, life is over. It just means there's a new life and a new world ready to be born. You have to keep focusing on your growth and see where it's going to take you from here. I know it feels like the worst news in the whole world, and you're just like, I can't deal with this. You know, but you're on this journey with the hermit over here, and the hermit, it shows a figure alone in the dark in a long robe, holding a staff and a lantern. It's an old wise sage who spends his days alone, pulling away, kind of going recluse. He does a lot of introspection and self-reflection. He stands for the calm. He stands for inner peace and spiritual guidance. The hermit is the wise guide that will give you all you need, and everything that you need is already inside of you. All the answers, all the healing, everything, it's already existing within. When the hermit card gets pulled, though, in a reading, it shows that you are going to pull away for some quiet time. You are going to be alone. You probably are going to go be recluse from this. You need some time to balance out your life, rediscover who you are, reinvent yourself, figure out what's still left. You're going to take a deep look at what you want. And it's just a process worth taking your time over and figuring out your path, which is the wise path. And I think you're a leader. I think you're going down the wise path. So, you know, in a nutshell so far for the divine feminine, it's, this is it. This is it. I give up. Do we see someone giving up? Yes. But it's not like I lost. It's, I need to sacrifice this. It's part of my path. Do you feel like, as a divine feminine on this journey, part of what was written about you in your birth chart is to let this die? Like, let your relationships die. And whether it's physically, literally, you know, because I know I've lost a significant other in my life. You might have been having it in your karma to lose someone to a death. Or it might be in your karma to have a metaphorical death of the relationship that you love so much. The ties that you're going to see for death, metaphorical or literal, in your relationship are going to be Scorpio and Pisces. Those are the two zodiac signs. And we've got Pisces, Pisces, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Here. We also have Cancerian, 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 Cancerian. So, you know, but Cancerian doesn't really have a lot to do with death. But I do know the Scorpio and Pisces have that connection. So maybe you are connected with one or another of that sign, or it's seen in your chart. But this is irrelevant, right? That's what's happening to you. So let's get a confession about this Five of Cups. What is it you are so completely torn about? We have a Nine of Pentacles and a Seven of Cups. Hanged Man again. It was just like popped out. So you're so torn up because the person you love never really chose you. You're looking here available, scrumdiddlyumptious. You are in peace of mind. You're content. You have your needs met. You're financially stable. You're good looking. You're prime in your age. You feel good about life and yourself. You're a desirable person, and many people are attracted to you. And you are single and aware that, hey, I'm available. And what you're hurt about is this person just played you. Okay, Seven of Cups, this person saw you the whole time as a choice, an option, an opportunity. And maybe they've made you lose your confidence into some aspect because they chose another cup that seemed more appealing to them. So you instantly judged yourself and said, well, something's wrong with me. Maybe it's my body. Maybe it's my hair. Maybe it's my financial situation. Maybe it's my family situation, whatever it is. You're like, what is it about me that he couldn't choose me to be the one that he's committed to or that he wants to spend his life with? And he could be a she, but, keep it open there. So you've been perplexed with the Hanged Man, perplexed at why you've had to sacrifice this, and why were you not chosen? I think you have a lot more questions right now than answers. You're getting stronger, Hanged Man, in yourself after a lot of deliberating and delay in your life. You're finally making sense of what you need to do. And the Hanged Man is really strong. I mean, he showed up twice. You even have the Six of Wands over here showing up twice. Look at that. Wow. And you have the Chariot showing up twice as well. And you have the World card showing up twice as well. And you have the Nine of Cups showing up twice as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double cards. Doesn't matter if they're reversed. You have 5 double five double confirmative cards. So that's a big message. It is a big message. So let's really get into the heart of these cards. The Hanged Man is being held against your will, being forced by the universe to see something you don't see otherwise. And it hangs you upside down to get a different perspective, which is why I picked the Labyrinth and Hanged Man, because Sarah had to go through this other world to stop being selfish. Okay? And then here, it's a guy being hung up. Obviously, he didn't put himself there. So it's like, I'm doing something to learn something. So you are learning something huge. Then we have the Nine of Cups upright and reverse in this reading. This means you haven't loved yourself the way you should have. And I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to spread that tea with you. You obviously know you haven't put yourself first because they've always been on the pedestal. They've always been on the throne. So that is the Nine of Cups message. Self-love, self-care. That's been an issue for you for a while. The Chariot 2 times upright means you go forward sometimes without thinking. You just do what your heart tells you to do with no regard to logic, no regard to any kind of facts. It's kind of you put your heart before your head, which is beautiful. That's very cuppy. But sometimes your emotions can land you into trouble. And with that Knight of Cups, I think you have rushed your relationship to a high extended emotional value before it was really ready. I think you put this person in a position of power over you before they showed you they deserved it. And so to answer your question on why this is your path, well, that's why. To learn another lesson that you cannot put someone above you before they've even showed you they've earned that position yet. And the next lesson learned here, the Six of Wands coming in twice. Victory, recognition, a job well done. You get your laurels. You get attention. I think you've been a little bit of an attention-seeking person. It is what it is. You loved the attention this person gave you. And you're like, Steph, that's it. I loved this person. He flourished me with love, or she flourished me with love. It made me feel so good. I love to be the center of someone's world, and it's very likely that they love bombed you. So I want you to kind of look at that and go, uh-oh, hold on a minute. Stephanie's right. They love bombed me. And then I put them on this pedestal, which is where they wanted to be. And boy, did they turn that around really quick. So now this person punishes you with silent treatment. This person punishes you with distance. Yeah. And so you've gone through being punished for certain things that you've expressed or felt. And you're just like, you're learning how to control your emotions, I guess, in essence, is what's going on with the Six of Wands. because there was a time where you couldn't control them. Honestly, there was a time where your heart led. That was it. You couldn't tell your heart to behave itself. It just went buck wild. And so now you're just feeling that love is beautiful, but it's not everything. Ooh, I got to write that down because that's part of your reading. Love is beautiful, but it's not everything. Okay. You deserve more than to be love bombed. You deserve respect and you deserve high honor. And this is something you didn't seek right away. This Ace of Pentacles is telling you you should have asked for a ring, for a commitment, for something tangible before you gave your heart away. It can't just be kissing and affection and hugs and words. There needs to be actions that you are a priority. And I think you've spent many nights, number 9 again, and a double 5 of cups, go figure. But 9 again is tears, frustrations, letting go of emotions, sleepless nights, overthinking, filled with grief and anxiety. You know, this is just headaches, migraines, nightmares is really what it is. And I think you realize you should have asked for more before you gave away the greatest love of all. Because your love is a treasure, your love is precious. You're the queen or king of cups. And when you offer love, you give so much with it. It's a full package. And you can't give somebody the ultimate package without some form of commitment. So 5 of Cups coming in twice here. Let's go ahead and read it. This is a loss. This is grief. It also says not all is lost. If you look behind you, you may have something to salvage. I think this means you still have love to give. So even though this relationship is not working out, you still have love to give to someone. And there's someone out there that can still love you. With the World card coming in twice, it's luck. It's an overseas trip. It's the world in the palm of your hands, and it's new opportunities. But it really represents completion. And like I said, you are not going to relive this kind of a relationship because your lessons are learned. And that's like the point of what I'm reading. You came, you saw, you loved, you found out the truth that love is beautiful, but it's not everything. And now you're leaving. You're leaving behind your fantasies and your make-believe rose-colored glasses expectations. What would you like to express with this as a feminine? What would the feminine like to express, please? Feminine, let's go ahead and let's speak from your heart. What's on your heart of hearts? What would you like to say? Well, good news is on the way. You're hopeful and you're optimistic. But that's only half of the time, isn't it? Back and forth, in and out. Half of the time you tell yourself everything's going to be fine, and the other half is fear. You're scared. You're trying to be positive, but you're scared. You want to communicate with this person. You want to talk about the problem. You want to fix the problem, correct? You want to have an educated conversation. You want to communicate. You want to say, listen, let's talk about it. Can we talk about it? I really want to tell you what I learned, what I know, how I've grown. I have a strategy. I have new thoughts. I have new ideas. Can we talk? But mostly your person is just stubborn and flat out wrong. And there's no beating a dead horse for this person. He wants to play the blame game, so let him, you know? And you're just like, see, this is why I don't want to talk to him. Because every time I talk to him or her, I bring it up. I just want to have a good conversation and problem solve and strategize for our future. And they throw things in my face or they blame me. And you're just like, I can't do that anymore. I can't take the fall. I can't deal with the blame game. I can't take it. That hurts me. It's not authentic. That's not who I am. This isn't my fault, except for the fact I put this person there. We don't get to choose when we fall in love. It just happens. But we do get to choose who we fall in love with. And that's something I think a lot of people don't take responsibility for. They think it's just an accident. But it's all, I chose to talk to you. I chose to exchange numbers with you. I chose to see you. I chose to go to bed with you. I chose to open up my heart to you. I chose to be vulnerable and in your space. I chose that. And so a lot of us, we just struggle with the responsibility of it. But that's the truth. We can't help that we fell in love, but we sure helped when it came to who we were going to open up with. And so one of the lessons here too is Spirit teaching you, you have a choice in this. You get to choose who gets your time and your affection. So be more choosy is what I'm hearing. Be more choosy, because there's always going to be a lover knocking at your door, wanting something from you, healing, love, affection, or attention. And as long as you learned the lesson that you don't have to succumb or submit to whomever beckons you, you shouldn't find yourself in this situation anymore, because you have loved someone that honestly didn't deserve the great love that you gave them. So let's see what Spirit wants to say about that. And then we're going to see where you're headed. All right, Spirit, where is the Divine Feminine? Well, what do you want to say to the Divine Feminine, please? What do you want to say to her or him? We're going to get the whispers of love. Let's do 3 of them. Oh, goodness. Okay. Love endures. So Spirit says, listen, Linda. I have a surprise. Maybe this is the good news that's on the way, but I have a surprise. Are you guys ready for the surprise? Because you may not be ready for this message. But here it is. Love never gives up. It never loses faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Oh, gosh. It just came on me all of a sudden. Okay. So obviously the surprise is you can still have a death, because love will endure past the death. And I'm hearing, if you send someone away, if you close the door out of self-love, self-respect, if you honor yourself, and if you value yourself, if love is truly there, It will always exist, even through the death. And that speaks to why there is still 2 cups behind her as she's crying her heart out. Spirit says, don't focus on the ending. Focus on the new beginning. You've grown so much from this. And if it is true love, it will endure. It will endure the end of this relationship. It will endure the end of this world. It will endure. True love always endures. It's never going to lose faith. It's always going to be hopeful. And it says it withstands every situation, even death. How much do you believe in love? That's a question you're going to ask. Do they really love you? Each person's story may be a little bit different, but it comes down to one thing. You really loved them with all your heart and all your soul. And you sacrificing the pursuit of this love is a gift to yourself. And you're saying, I got to write this down because that's good. It's a gift to yourself. And it says, you're more important. Yep, you're more important than this love affair. And to finally choose yourself and put you on the throne, make you number 1, is not selfish. In fact, it's necessary in your reading. The other thing Spirit wants to tell you, bottom of the deck, is look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Which is why, feminine, you are doing this. Because you're looking at your repetitive patterns. And you're like, I see the errors. I see where I, again, offer my love to the utmost to someone that hasn't earned it. And perhaps someone that didn't even ask for your love. You gave it. Hi.
Hi. Where's Matt?
He should be downstairs. He's hiding from you. He's hiding a seek from you.
Okay.
I'll be done in a second. Dinner's almost ready. More like 30 minutes. Hey, Danny. Danny. Oh, hang on, guys. You said it on the dot, Miss Me. Matt, Danny. Danny. Can you please get my cup and bring me some hot water? It's on the stove. Hot water? Yeah, it's in the little teapot. Here's my cup. Just fill it up with the hot water. I'm really struggling to talk here. Okay. My voice is cracked in. Allergies? Yeah, thank you. Yep, you're okay. I took my medicine and I've had tea all day, but it is what it is. Hi, baby. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm like, I need more hot water. That's for darn sure. Okay. Miss Me, you said something so important. I'm sorry for their loss. I love it. That is this reading, girl. That is actually going to be the title. I'm sorry for their loss. I love it because you just fed so much energy into this reading. That is the point. That's what's going on, honey. For real. Thank you, Miss Me. That's the point. They're going to be sorry. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
They're going to be sorry. Not you, them, because they lost a real one. A real one. Do you know the karma that comes for people that lose a real one, honey, I don't want to be any part of that karma. No way, no how. I don't. I've made my peace. I have asked for forgiveness from men that I've hurt, that I wish I shouldn't have, that I hurt them. And I didn't do it too often. I was young, but you got to clear that karma, honey. You got to clear it because dang, it's real. And let's see. I think I've only hurt 2 men in my life that I hurt. And I've made my peace with it. And I realized that was selfish, and they just gave me the best of them. And for whatever reason, I didn't see it. I was a hangman. I was a fool. I didn't see it. And some people just don't see it, and we have to look at at this both ways. But thank you, Miss Me, because that is the biggest message here, and it's you looking at your pattern. How many times have you done this? Was it once? Was it twice, 3 times, 4 times? How many times did you give your all to someone? And I mean body, your mind, your concentration, your every thought. How many times have you given them your heart to where when they've left or it's been broken, you completely lose yourself and you're just like, I can't live. I can't go on. I can't imagine my life without this person. But then you find out, obviously, like a miracle, you go on breathing, you go on living, and you grieve it, and then you heal, and then you find love again. And see, this is a beautiful revelation for the divine feminine that resonates with Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio today. Your biggest lesson is this. It's about love, and it's that it goes on. Your heart goes on. And you're going to grieve and you're going to cry, and it just sucks. Seriously. Like, God, it sucks. God, this sucks. But here we are. And this time you have me. And this time you have friends. And this time you have a collective here in this channel, live with you, commenting that they're going through it too, that they're also simultaneously as a collective group going through the same motions. And so you're not alone this time. So there's something to be grateful for in that. And, yes, realistically, you're going to go off in your own private life and you're going to be alone and heal and reflect. And that's beautiful. But Spirit says this, do not stay looking at the ending of this. Look at the new beginning. It awaits. Spirit says, one way to get through this heartache is animals. How many of you guys have some pets at home? I have lots of pets at home. Maybe that's why my allergies are really bad this year, because I've never had 5 cats in the house. But anyways, how many of you guys have pets? I hope you do. I hope you have more than one. But this is a time to spend time with them, your kitty, your bearded dragon, your puppy, your goldfish, whoever, and just be around your pets because they know your energy and they love you, and they're here. And they're here for comfort, and they're here for friendship, and they're here for companionship, and they are here to heal your little broken heart and give you a smile throughout the day and just be there for you. And be appreciative that you have this little pet, this little soul friend that is your shadow maybe sometimes. But show simple acts of kindness to your pets because they're going to show simple acts of kindness to you. You might notice during your heartbreak that your pets come around you when you cry, when you're upset, when you're hurting, when you're feeling lonely. Even if you shed a tear, your pet's going to come up to you and be like, hey, I know you're hurting. And I don't know why you're hurting, but I love you. And it's just a comfort, it doesn't solve the world's problems, but it helps. So appreciate the pets that are around you, says Spirit, because they are little angels that I have sent to you to help you grieve your losses. Pets have an immaculate sense of healing. All pets. So they're a gift. And there goes mine barking. He's so cute. You're a good boy, Sumo. Oh, yeah. I give him props, and then he's like, I'm going to really tear their ASS now. Yeah, Mom, tell me where you want me to go. Okay. You're going to protect us? Thank you, Sumo. He's going to go rip ASS. Go rip it, Sumo. Go rip it. He's so good. He's just like a man. I give him a little compliment, and his freaking ego explodes, and look at him. So cute. You're such a little Taurus. He's a Taurus dog. Good boy, Sumo. Taurus men love to have their ego stroked. Most of you guys know that. I can't wait till I do the astrology videos. I'm going to have so many cute relationship shorts. You know, it's going to be cute. I have some good plans. I'm just trying to gather my info for that channel. It's going to be a good channel. Anyways, so girl, enough of the negative, right? We're done. We're Gucci. We get it. What is next on the agenda for you, my friend? What can you look forward to in the new beginning? Because remember, it's their loss. They're losing the love of a lifetime. They're losing someone that would give them the whole wide world on a silver platter. You would go above and beyond for them. God, I feel sorry that they're losing you big time. But remember, it's a little message from Spirit. If you let go and they come back, it's truly yours. But if you let go and they don't, you've got your answer. But either way, don't focus on the 3 cups that fell. Turn around, look at the 2 cups. There's still love to give, love to have. Okay? You're not meant to be on this planet alone forever and ever and always. Hello, my baby. Oh, it's my happy. It's my happy cat. You're just a handsome babe. Yes, you are. Yes, I'm sorry. You're just a handsome babe. Okay. Holy Spirit, guide and direct me with these transformation oracles. Please show the Divine Feminine Collective the truth about what they can look forward to in the death and the ending of this world. All right, so we have a harvest and simplicity in reverse. I don't know. Let's just see what it says, okay? And I'll go from there. I'll channel. I'll see what I can get from that as a positive, okay? Collect the bounty you've earned is harvest. The element is earth. The number is 8. It is a phase of the end. It's payday. Your hard work will pay off. But when it's reversed, it could say, you know what? The timing's been off. Maybe the timing between you guys really has just been off. And it's attempting to pull fruit off of a tree that's not yet ripe. Aww. So the advice here is wait till the fruit falls and has given over into its ripeness before you eat. I feel like crying because Spirit just loves you so much. He's like, honey, this is the good advice. Love is going to come. You're going to get a payday. Someone's going to show up in your life. Could be a cook. I don't know. But someone's going to show up. Don't pluck from that tree till it's ripe. So Spirit says, I am going to give you someone. My divine timing, not yours. This person could be a Virgo. Okay, we've got harvest. Could be a very good cook. Let's see who else is a good cook. Cancerian's a good cook. Leo's a good cook. Yeah. Not that the others aren't, but they're really good cooks. Anyways, this person's coming and Spirit's like, honey, you wait. Don't give up that booty. Don't give up that coochie. Don't give up that booty. Don't give it up, girl. Don't do it. You wait. They've got to show you something good. Your goal will be blocked out of your reach until you are ready and ripe, girl. And Spirit says, it is my time. So don't exhaust yourselves hunting and looking for someone. Don't put yourself on plentyoffish.com. Don't go put yourself on Tinder. No, we're not. We're not doing it. We're alone right now, feminine. We are hermits. We are recluse. We are keeping the goodies in the bag. That's not their goodies. It's your goodies. There's going to be a time where you're going to be a little bit celibate. That's okay. This is the time where you get your banging body, honey. Spirit says, you know what? You're about to work out. You're about to set up a home gym, or you're about to have a new workout regimen, but your body is going to be banging, okay? Because this is the time for the reinvention of yourself. So you're going to be a little bit celibate. You're going to work out. You're going to take care of the way you look. You're going to read books. You're going to have some alone time, some grieving, some healing, the good stuff. Then Spirit's like, I am going to bring you a good one. I'm going to bring you a good one. But girl, don't be giving up that coochie and that booty. That's not for them. It's not for them. You have to wait. And a real one will wait. So Spirit's saying, if they love you, if they're interested in you, if they're really meant for you and they're coming towards you, they will wait till the moment is right for you guys to be intimate. And if you're the one that can't keep whatever going on in between your legs in control, then you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Anyways, don't go against the universe on this one. You've had to learn your lessons for a long time. Don't jack it up now. So there's that one. And then we have simplicity in reverse. Interesting. Let's see why that one's in reverse. Don't you be giving up that good stuff, that good. Don't you be giving it up. So this is eliminate the excess. And let's see what it means in reverse. Okay, so we hold on to excess weight, clutter, or stale feelings. Okay, so this is the bottom of the deck. So it's the overall. Spirit's like, go take care of yourself. Do not hold on and gain weight from the depression of this separation. You're going to get excess weight. Maybe you already have, and we're going to be losing it. But it's also time to declutter your house. So this is a good time to do some spring cleaning. So Spirit says that's what we're going to be doing. You're going to be going in those closets. You're going to be going in those rooms, and you're going to just get stuff out of here. And if you have some feelings that you need to unload, this is the time. Because you may be mistakenly attaching your identity to this relationship. How many of you guys feel like, yep, that's me? I have identified myself as this person's partner. I've identified myself as this person's perfect partner. I've tried to mold myself to be the perfect partner for this person. This is where Spirit says we're not doing that. You're going to mold yourself for who you are. So, like Julia Roberts in The Runaway Bride, we are going to find out what your favorite egg is. You probably already know, but in that movie, a woman just went along with whatever breakfast egg her partners wanted, and that's who she said was her favorite. That's what she said was her favorite. And it changed with every man she was with. So the point was in that movie, figure out who you are, and then the perfect one will show up. What I love about The Runaway Bride, she literally left her true love at the altar. She didn't know who she was, so she left him. Broke his heart, right? And this is you, death, the world, the end. But she went to go find herself, hermit, Nine of Cups. It took some time apart, hangman. So Richard, Gere, and Julia, they had to be apart for like 9 months. It was, or like a year. It was a while. And then, divine timing, she came back. And she turned in her running shoes and she said, I'm going to quit running. I know who I am and I know what I want. Let me tell you what kind of egg is my favorite egg. Let me tell you what I like to do. Let me tell you who I am. I know who I am. So for a lot of you guys, you need to go do that. And the person that loves you for you will love you for you, okay? You don't have to shape and bake yourself into the perfect version of what their ideal woman or man is. The perfect person for you will already love you for who you are. You don't have to mold yourself anymore. Wow. So that's your reading, feminine. You don't have to be someone you're not. You can go figure out who you are now, not attached to this person. You get to go be you, and then you have a victory here. The new beginning is you're not going to repeat your patterns. You're not going to give it up before there's value in the relationship. And you're always going to put yourself first from now on. You're not going to throne somebody. This is if I end up in another relationship, we are both going to be sitting at the throne. I'm no longer going to elevate someone. I'm going to elevate myself. And I hope that person is sitting right there next to me. All right. Well, there you go, Divine Feminines. That concludes your reading. Thank you so much for watching me. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So you just keep swimming. I really appreciate you for being here on my channel. I hope I get to see you back again. So please hit the like button and subscribe so I could be with you again. And if you're looking for something personal, you can contact me to schedule below. Okay, it's in the description on my website. So now I'm going to get into some private questions that you're free to ask me. You guys have about 15 minutes if any of you guys still want to ask your question. It's $15 lightning round. So from right now, 71 minutes, you have 15 minutes to ask 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 questions. However many you want is up to you. I recommend that if you want to know how someone feels, you get 2. So I can get a tarot and a message card directly from them. I can't even yell. And if you want to just have 1, like, that's fine. I can do an oracle for 1, but they're available. You can pay that through Cash App or my website. And there's a donation box up there. Okay, so top left corner, it says services, and then you go down to donations, and you can do it there, wherever you're from. All right, markers, who's ready for their question? Is anybody here with a question? I think some people were asking earlier, but I don't know if they did or not. You haven't heard anything yet? Okay. I know Karima mentioned it. She said she'll be right back. And then there was somebody else with a V. They wanted a question, and they were going to go figure out how to do that. Let's see if I go up. Mysterious World. Let's see. Let's see. I see Karima, and I can't find, Valerie. Valerie, APIAFI. Please on website, option help. Okay, so she needed some help. I guess she's figuring it out. Yeah, I didn't see anyone pay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the person you said I didn't do, Tamika. You said she's not Transformation Queen, so I didn't realize that. I made a mistake. So I'm going to do Tamika on here today because I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize. Oh, you're welcome, Stephen Butler. All right, so let's do Tamika. Spirit, please guide and direct me for what Tamika needs to know. Tamika, so you got 6 of Cups. That's beautiful. Ooh, what's crossing you is the Desire card. Your past is the 5 of Swords. Ooh, your present is the Ace of Cups. Uh-oh, your near future is the Tower. Yeah, Karima, please go ahead, honey. I'm available. What's above you is the 3 of Cups. What Spirit sees that you don't see. How you feel about this situation is 10 of Cups. How your person feels is 6 of Swords. Your challenge is the Queen of Wands. And your outcome is the 7 of Cups. Okay. So bottom of the deck for you is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm seeing for you is a beautiful, happy reconciliation between you and someone that you really love. This is someone from your past. You've definitely known this person before. They want intimacy with you, Tamika. They are very attracted to you, and the chemistry is explosive. Whenever you guys kiss, it's going to feel like passion in their lips. It's just going to feel like love potion number 9, elixir. Okay? You're going to see stars when you kiss this person. It's that much electric fire chemistry. You've had a lot of bad relationships in your past. You've had a lot of fights. Could be a lot of fights with this person. I don't know. But you've had a lot of drama and it's been a lot of chaos. And for you to finally step into love and love renewed and love rejuvenated, that's a whole new feeling. Spirit says this is probably going to happen within 90 days. So if it's not happening now, look out, because within 90 days, this is going to happen. Your near future is the Tower. Everything falls apart. You might lose a job. You might lose a relationship. You might lose an old way of thinking completely, but that's what's supposed to happen. It's a paradigm shift. When you meet this person, you're going to be so happy. Or when you reunite with this person, because it could be reuniting, you're going to be on cloud 9, ultimate happiness. This relationship's going to make you feel so good, and you're going to feel so at home with this person. This person's going to feel like you guys finally got over your problems, a bad past, a bad history, bad times. You guys finally moved on from bad history. The challenge that you guys are going to have is to be independent and creative and to keep that spark alive. How you keep this spark alive is by keeping your inner spirit alive and on fire. Pursue your passions. Pursue the things that make your heart leap for joy. Don't let that die. Keep doing that. Take care of your physical appearance and take care of your spiritual journey. That's a very important aspect. As long as you guys are able to stay independent and fiery in yourself, this relationship will flourish. Now, as far as the ultimate outcome is the 7 of Cups. And that's a plethora of choices. You have lots of room to choose from here. It could be moving to a new place together. It could be having a new job. It could be opening up to having children. It's just opening up your mind to new possibilities. And so Spirit says one big main red flag is be flexible. Be movable, be flexible. I do get the feeling that your person may ask you to move away. Maybe move from your house to theirs or move to a new state with them. There's something about moving, and I feel like that might rub you the wrong way. But Spirit says be open to new experiences. Now, your fears of the past, of being used and abused and breadcrumbed, do not need to repeat themselves. We're not going to repeat that, says the Tower. We're not. We're going to love ourselves more this time. We're going to put ourselves first this time. It's a different ball game. And you're not going to continue doing the same things you always did, hoping for a different result, because Spirit says hopefully you've grown from that, you've moved on from that with the Chariot. So this is a whole different ball of yarn. Let's get an oracle here from Spirit, Tamika, to see what he wants to tell you about this Tower that's upcoming, like very soon, within a couple of weeks. This is exciting. Please give me an oracle here for Tamika. So the summoning and prayer for the fallen. These are manifestations coming true, dreams being answered, manifestations making it to the real 3D plane. I love it. This is getting what you want. Again, creativity comes in. So the Queen of Wands, you might want to start a new business or a new project or write a book or just do something independently, keyword, for yourself. Spirit says don't be afraid to be creative. Creativity comes in many shapes and sizes. And also the lover that comes into your life, keep an open mind. He may not be your typical choice, whoever this is. Like, keep an open mind with who comes for you, because it may not look the way anything's ever looked in the past. So this card is for creative types. When this card comes in a romantic reading, it acts as an answer to a problem. It's suggesting that you become inventive in your thought process. This might mean thinking outside the box and looking for new ways of doing something. If you've drawn this card, how might you be inventive today? Because you might be inspired to participate in another project or something new in your life completely. And I really think it's moving. I do think, like, keep an open mind to living in a different place with this person, because that's going to help you grow. And prayer for the fallen, we'll just do a quick overview there. Forgiveness. You might have to go through some kind of forgiveness of yourself or just the past in general. If you've drawn this card, then maybe it's time to forgive someone. This doesn't mean letting them off the hook. In some cases, it strengthens relationships if you encourage boundaries. Okay, experience is the best teacher. Forgiveness, therefore, is the gift we give to ourselves. So maybe this challenge is also boundaries. Making this person aware you have boundaries today, and you're not the same person you were in the past, and you are not to be messed with or to be taken advantage of. But all in all, I think this person is ready to move on past bad times with you. And I think it's real love. I think it's something worth trusting and giving it a shot. Okay? So I hope that answers your questions, Tamika. If you have any others, just let me know in the comments whenever you see it, okay? All right, so Karima. Okay, honey, thank you so much, Karima, for your donations that you give me so often. I really appreciate it, and I sure could use your support because, wow, it's helped me get through this month much better than I have in the past few months, and I really appreciate it. My family does too. So let's see, what are your questions, my dear? And you know I'm going to give you bonuses. And multiple decks. Okay, so let's see. 8 cards plus the bottoms. All right. We're just going to wait for your question, honey. And Karima, send me your email because I know you're not an ultimate subscriber, but I want to include you in being part of that just because you've donated so much lately. So if I do a private live soon, I want you to be able to join for free. And I want to give you a class if you would like for free also. Okay, so you want to know what is Sohail's thoughts of you today? Have I been on his mind a lot? What is his biggest desire currently? And channeled messages. Okay, let's see. What are his thoughts today? Have you been on his mind? And what are his biggest desires? Okay. We're going to do multiple decks. Spirit, please guide and direct me for Sohail. What has his thoughts been of Karima today? Has he been thinking of her a lot lately? What is his desires? What is Sohail's 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 desires? He's gotten this twice now for you, Three of Swords. He is really hurting, actually, right now. He doesn't like being away from you. He doesn't like being apart from you. It hurts him. He doesn't like being cold with you, King of Swords. The way he's been with you lately. He doesn't like playing that role. The truth is, the honest truth, the most pure, pure, pure truth from his heart of hearts, and the truth that is in his existence, is that he's very in love with you. And to be honest, he feels like you are a true love and a soulmate. He can't believe he got so lucky to have found love because there's so many people in this world that never really find it. Some of his truest thoughts, though, was he thought he knew love with this person. He thought he knew love until he met you. And that opened up his eyes, Hanged Man, to what real, true love actually feels like and what it actually looks like. And he's mad at himself for having been in the situation he's in as he meets the love of his life and is with the love of his life. Like, couldn't you have come sooner? Couldn't we have figured this out sooner? He's mad at himself for not figuring this out sooner, and how he's feeling about you, honestly, with The high priestess is holding back what he really wants, which is to go and be with you, to have a fresh start and a new life. He really just wants to grow and be with you and live his life out there with you. So how he feels is, I'm keeping it so hidden that all I really want is to explode with love, explode with my emotions, and run to her with the chariot and just be with her right now at any given moment. He feels more himself with you than he does with anybody else. Let's see his thoughts here. His thoughts with justice, the Tower, and the King of Pentacles. It's legalities, honestly, and his thoughts in regards to you is, I need to figure out what I'm going to do as far as a strategy and a plan to end the situation I'm in and be responsible and be a good person that's got it all together. He knows that he's breaking down his patterns and the way he always does things. He knows that he cannot keep going and going and going the way he's been going and expect anything to change. But he does want to do the right thing. And his thoughts are, I want to do the right thing, and I want to stop being irresponsible, and I want to stop only thinking about money or financial resources. That's not what life's about. So I think he's killing the ideas that he needs to have some type of monetary stability. Let's get some more thoughts here. He feels very confident that he's going to make more money and he's going to be independent enough to make the decisions he needs to make. He does know that hard work pays off and you get what you give, reaping what you've sown and tasting your own words. He's going through some towers. Let's just keep it real. Karima, he's going through some hard times he doesn't talk to you about. And they're punishments. They're karmic punishments. But he knows he brought that on himself. They were his choices. They were his decisions. And karma is fair. It's not always kind, but it's fair. And so he realizes that he's going to take a hit on certain things that he's done to you and to other people that weren't fair. And that karma's coming to teach him a lesson about that. Let's get a little bit more into his feelings as well. Okay, we got 2 out. Phantom of the Opera. Interesting. That's about loving someone that doesn't think they deserve to be loved, seeing the beauty in the beast. Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it's important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. He knows he has to come to you correct, and he has to come to you with love in his heart and love from his lips. He wants to buy you something. He wants to give you a gift, expressing love through gifts. He wants to give you a small token of the expression of his love. So it could be a pearl, could be something to do with pearls. Love makes the difference. Love has changed his whole world. The way you love him has changed his outlook on relationships. Love can help heal past hurts, and it provides a sense of security and self-worth and importance. I feel in my channeling that you've made an imprint on his life. You've changed him forever. And he knows he needs to make some choices that are going to be tough, but it's for the better for everyone. He cannot keep this charade going on and on. I think he's tried to keep this between you and him going on and on. He knows time's running out and a decision must be made. This is a decision that must be made within 10 weeks. That's not a very long time. That's not even 3 months. So he has pressure on him. And so his desire is to be able to make the decision under pressure. Let's see a little bit more about his desire here. Show me Sohail's desires from his deepest heart of hearts for her. Soulmates. Look at the proposal. That's beautiful. His deepest desire is to propose to you and be with you. That is his deepest desire, to take action on that. But this darn third party in the way, he's seeing signs to get out of it. He is your divine masculine. He hates living in deception. He does want you to have patience because he does want to propose to you and be with you. Bottom of the deck is divine timing. So he has every intention in his desires to be with you. That is definitely his intentions. And those are his desires, and those are honest. What else does he want to say about his desires with you? If he could speak from his heart right now, what would he say about this mess? Number one, he's saying, I'm really sorry that I've even put you in this third-party position. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry that I drug you into this. You deserve better. You deserve more. I know you do. And I do want to be the one to give you more. Spirit is helping him so much through signs and synchronicities and divine guidance. Right now, he's being pointed in directions like a compass. Whenever he feels lost, Spirit is there to help guide him. He's healing, and it is painful, which is the towers. He's just seeing what's real and what's not real, what's false under rose-colored glasses, and what's not. And so whenever you realize, and this is his suffering, whenever you realize what the truth is, that hurts more than anything. And that's that Ace of Swords, that he really loves you, but he's with them. And, you know, just so you know, it doesn't matter if he's with them, he's always thinking about you. Something you should know that he does want to confess is his karmic situation is ending. It's very soon to end. What does Spirit want you to know, Karima, about your situation with Sohail? My clock is chiming. It's all about divine timing. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay. Am I willing? Spirit also wants you to ask yourself, is he willing? Is he showing you that he's willing to do what it takes to come to you? Karima, you are at the edge of something great. This tower's ahead. Can you feel it? Yes, there's risk, uncertainty. There's imperfections ahead. There's failures. There's a lot of reasons to be vulnerable right now in your situation, and that's a requirement. You should be feeling vulnerable. But Karima, you must be brave, and you must trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream in your heart, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief, into the willingness, the surrender to move forward with courage. Now, this is also for him, Spirit says, in my channeling, that Spirit says his dreams of being with you is a dream right now, but if he is willing to take that leap and reach out and stretch for that dream, he's going to have it. And it says that you will reach the dream. He just needs courage. Be brave and follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is, it is possible. So you have every reason to believe that it is possible that he's going to leave that situation and be with you. You do need to create some healthy boundaries between you and him. You need to have value and demand respect and demand what you want out of this as well. You are not a doormat. You need to be doing what your boundaries make you happy. So, what boundaries need to be created, Karima, or re-strengthened within this relationship? I want you to think about some boundaries that have been pushed to the limit and they shouldn't be. Karima, to create a healthy boundary between you and the situation, you must first get in tune with your own needs, your own desires and feelings, and believe that you're worthy of them and you're worthy of respect in your relationships. It's essential for you now to know where they end and you begin. When you separate your energy from others, you can gain clarity about what you really want, and then you can stop doing things that no longer align with you. Because if you are an empath, you know that you can still be compassionate towards this person without being taken advantage of. It is safe to trust, and you're not here to fix anyone or heal them. This is about you too. You have everything you need within you right now to make a beautiful life, and you are worthy of a beautiful life. So don't be afraid to set some boundaries. So that's what Spirit wants you to know, okay? So that is your reading, girl, and thank you so much for ordering. As you see, I gave you a lot more cards. And thank you so much. Like I said to all of you guys, I give bonus cards. If you donate quite a bit, I'm happy to give bonus cards. Okay. So was that it, or is there anybody else? Karima, can you donate 30? Yeah, sure. What else would you like to know, honey? Of course. What else is there that I can get answered? May you be blessed tenfold for all the donations you give. I pray that money just manifests in front of you in mountains. Thank you so much. The one that gives gathers, and I pray that you gather. Thank you so much. You know the cards that you pulled, the double-edged sword. If you can pull more of those, please. Okay. Which one did it look like? Here, show me, because I don't know. Was it this one? Was it my deck? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Right? The messages. So I do have a double-edged sword card in here. Which one would you like? I think you want this one, huh? Okay. Okay, let's pull some more messages from him for you. Spirit, can I get some more messages for Karima from her Soheal? Was it this one's, girl? I'll do 2 of these for you. Thank you so much. Additional messages, please, from Soheal to Karima. Please give me a message from Soheal. So for some of them, you have the grass isn't greener on the other side. Okay, so that is a message from him. The grass isn't greener on the other side. Which I think he did say that to you earlier recently, or he wants you, he doesn't want you to think that it's good where he's at and things are going well. Even in silence and even in separation, things are not going well over there. Okay, so nothing's happy and moving along good where he's at. He wants you to make sure that you know that it's not good and it's not happy where he's at. So that's definitely a channeling. He wants me to make sure that I tell you things are not going well over there. Things are falling apart, actually, is what I feel he wants me to tell you. Things are falling apart. Bottom of the deck, you got Spirit is helping me again. Interesting. I do feel somebody is sick in his family or in her family, and there's some kind of a health situation over there that might be keeping him a little bit more than normal. There's some kind of concern over there. But Spirit is definitely helping him with courage, strength, inner wisdom, inner intuition, and the healing to be able to rid himself of that situation. We have let it go, releasing energy. That's good. I know I'm blocking you from this information right now. I know you feel restricted. I know you feel blocked. And I know you notice there's some emotional walls up. It's because he's dealing with letting go of that situation. It's hard for him. And he feels to do the right thing is to protect who he's hurting. You know, he's trying to protect them. So he's like, listen, I may be a little standoffish, but it's because I'm in the process of letting go of that and I feel really guilty. He doesn't want to blame it on you, but that's just the guilt that he's experiencing. And the next one is angry and resentful. He's mad at himself. Again, he's going through some anger about his karma with all of this and hurting other people, which casualties happen in life. You can't make everyone happy. So he's just mad because he would love to make everyone happy, but that's not a possibility. So he is going through some anger within himself right now. And again, this is why he's blocking you emotionally or putting a wall up with you, because he really doesn't want you to see him in an angry, negative place with himself, because you're not used to seeing him like that. But that's who he is right now, and that's what he's going through. He misses you dearly. He misses being with you, talking to you, the whole nine. And our connection is worth waiting for. Wow. So again, he's reassuring you, my karmic situation is ending. And this is worth waiting for. I'm just going through some emotional battles, some mental and karmic battles. Letting things go is not easy. So if you sense me being distant or cold or blocked, this is why. I'm trying to process what I'm dealing with and what I'm feeling. And things are really not cupcakes and rainbows where he's at, not at all. And this is the biggest form of support he could ever get. He does want to make things right. And that 3 swords, absolutely, he feels nothing but heartache for you, hurting you, and hurting other people. And it's this anger and this guilt all about it, okay? But it's coming, and it's worth waiting for. So he wants you to wait, and he wants you to know he misses you so much. All right, girl, and that's what I got for you. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I guess that's it, right, markers? Nobody else paid? In that sense, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember, this is a journey, not a destination, so you guys just keep swimming. Thank you, Linglicious, and thank you, markers. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Karima. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and you guys all take care. I love you. Yes, thank you, markers. I'm going to go do that. All right, I love you guys. See you tomorrow. I'm going to try to go get well. All right, bye.